Hi, I'd like to share a bit about my experience about running my own small business. So actually, there is some perception that because of my close or nice or good relationship with some government department, because I was from the government. Okay, I worked in the government about 8 years. Okay, so when I decided to go on my own, okay, first I worked with in the private sector, and then now I'm running my own small company. And are still being seen somehow. I'm still very much connected with some government agencies in terms of work, because for example, I'm the registered energy manager. I have to get my certificate renewed and so on, and then I also involved in the association, okay, the president of the Malaysia Association of Registered Energy Manager and Energy Auditor, MAREMA. And I deal with a lot of governments, the department related to energy, due to works. And many somehow assume that I have a lot of works, paid work with the government. Okay, let it put this way, okay. I've stopped bidding in any government kind of job or projects, okay, many years back. Okay, I think almost 10 years I stopped bidding, okay. But there are some occasion where I was requested to send my proposal, okay, because of some area that I'm quite specializing in. For example, last time I was somehow asked, okay, I was requested to bid for a study on demand side management, so that I because of the request, okay, because I have some knowledge on that, okay. And recently I also was invited to bid another study, okay, energy efficiency study for a state government, okay, on the energy efficiency policy plan and so on, okay. That's all. But for now, okay, when I'm running my own business, okay, I do not have that many, I would say, I don't have any particular government appointed contract or projects. Okay, the only one that I'm having now, basically, I was appointed, okay, by SEDA Malaysia, okay, to be the trainer for the recipient of the energy efficiency and energy audit conditional grant. After I I sent my proposal and open some kind of open proposal tender. Okay, I won the tender as a trainer. That's all. Since 2020. That's all. Okay, so that's all. Put it this way. In fact, when I was in the government, okay, when you are in the government, okay, when you're working in the government, you have some so-called authority, you have some position. You deal with many people, okay, and some people have to meet you. Some people come to see you because they want have some kind of information to understand certain item they want to apply and so on. That's normal. Okay, when you have position, okay, people come to you. Especially in your government, you have some kind of authority where you are some kind of the connection or the gatekeeper of certain application, all right, to process the application. People come to you to ask questions, to understand the process, even sometimes to ask some favor, some favor to make it faster and so on. Okay, for me, that's normal. Okay, normal, and you have position. That's why when I wanted to leave the government, okay, I want to try something new after I've been in the government for the past 8 years. 8 years in the government, I did think about the possibility of, okay, how would people see me? How would people treat me when I have no position in the government? Okay. Uh, okay. Because when you have the position, the power, okay, some authority, people come to you because people need you. People sometimes need your favor. People need your things, make it faster and so on. Okay, it happen normal as long as you don't involve in this all those hacky panky lah. Okay, for me, if people ask me for favor, follow the process. Okay, I do what I can. That's all. Okay, I can within the law or within the procedures. Okay, no bypass and all that. Have to wait. Okay, and all that. Okay, so I did think about it. Okay, how would people treat me if I run I return to the private sector? Will people treat me the same way? Do people, so that from there I will know, I realize, okay, I will confirm whether I'm recognized because of my position in government, or because of what I'm really good at. I did think about it. Okay. In fact, when I left the government in 2012, okay, I worked with a private company, okay. I did with a lot of government works in terms of, so-called through the association, okay. But I did not get any project for the government. Even though I tried, okay. I participated in some tender and so on. I did not get it. But I still keep my relationship with some of my friends in the government good. Because, okay, I still, through the association, I give some feedback and so on when they requested in the stakeholders consultation and so on. Okay, so that's normal. And then at least when I was in the private sector after I left the government, okay, I still had some position. I was head of the operation of the company. Okay, I have some position. Okay, somehow. So, and you have position, okay, people see you as a senior level, people will treat you as a senior level. Okay, but when I became the freelance consultant, I did think about it. How would people treat me again? When I left the government, I work in the private sector. Alhamdulillah, okay, I would say Alhamdulillah, I'm quite blessed. I can feel so grateful that many people came to see me, okay, still wanted to meet me purely because of what I'm good at. For example, when I left the government, I'm good in so-called energy performance contracting, okay, because my company do that as a business. Okay, my company that time is their core business is energy performance contracting. So I have a lot of personal experience before on EPC, and also my company is doing that. So I can share a lot of the real life, practical, workable, so-called workable strategy to EPC projects. And then I started to sell my energy management system consultancy job and training and so on. So Alhamdulillah, I think people still came to see me, engaging me, okay, engaging with me, and appointed me due to what I'm good at, okay, especially in the energy management system consultancy and training, because that time, I remember about 10 years back, there are not many people, okay, are practicing energy management system and also conducting energy management system training that has the practical or hands-on kind of modules. Okay, not many. Okay, so that one I still have some position, okay, senior level, and when I meet people see me with some position as well, together with my area of expertise. Okay, that's one thing. That's why similar to when I became the freelance consultant. Okay, when I became the freelance consultant, I know I won't have that position anymore. Okay, I taught it on my own. Okay, everything on my own. I had to submit the invoice myself. I had to follow up for the payment myself. I had to submit everything myself on my own. Again, okay, I did think about it. How would people treat me because I have no more position? Okay, and that was 2019 when I started as a freelance. Okay, and then Alhamdulillah, now it's already 2025. Alhamdulillah, okay, I'm still being sought, okay, for what I'm good at, which is, I think I have enough track record, okay, and also experience and also competency or expertise in energy management system, okay, based on ISO 5001 as a consultant and also as a trainer. So my point here, okay, as a professional, okay, if you depend on your position or based on where you work, okay, as your main credential, as a main reason people may come to see you, okay, bear in mind, that's not yours. The position is not yours forever, okay, the company is not even yours. Okay, so to know your true value in the market out there, okay, you should be known, okay, regardless of your position, okay, regardless of where you work, okay, or only because of what you are truly good at. Where what you are good at, the market out there or the people out there appreciate that. Okay, that's the main reason they come to you, for either to engage, for them to invite you to submit your proposal for your service, okay, or asking for your opinion, guides, okay, kind of answer some of their queries related to your field. If you are known because of that, okay, that no one can take that away from you. Okay, that is something that no one can take that away from you. Okay, and you can carry that forever in your life. That's what I've been learning through my own personal experience. Okay, so in professional life, okay, you must build your own value, your personal value, okay, your personal skills, okay, knowledge that skills, knowledge and competency that you will be recognized because of you, not because who you are, not because of where you work or what's your position. Okay, if that happen, no one can take that away from you. Okay, that's why it depends. Okay, because one day if you work with a company, by 60 you have to retire. Either government, private sector. If private sector, after that maybe somebody offered a contract and so on, but it won't be long. Okay, it won't be forever. That one is not yours. Okay, you have no control over the ownership of that title or position with the company or with any organizations. But if you are really good at what you are doing, okay, and validated by your knowledge, your competency certificate, your track record, your experience, and the market validated that. They look for you for that particular item, so that one no one can take that away from you. Okay, that's what I learned. Okay, so I just sharing because of my personal experience. It's not that I'm the best in the market or something, but that what I'm been known for so far. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, Alhamdulillah. What I built, many years back. Okay, when I started in the energy management system consultancy about 13 14 years ago. Okay, even my partner at that time, okay, in that company where I work, okay, did not really have that kind of understanding or confidence that this is something that I can sustain throughout my as a business or as in my career. No one saw that, but it's fine because I do believe what I'm doing, okay, what I did, so I just continue pushing. Okay, and Alhamdulillah, now I'm reaping the rewards. Okay, I'm reaping the reward because not many out there, I know it, not many out there are doing the way I'm doing things. Because I learned for the past 13, 14 years building my own way of doing these things. Okay, I built the track records. Okay, I built the competency. I built the so-called the niche market where I'm known for that somehow. Okay, as a result of that, now I'm not looking for client. In fact, now the prospect, coming to me through either they came to me directly, asking me for the advice and also even to some point proposal and quotation. Even some, people in my circles, for example, certification bodies, and then other. So my circles, bringing prospect to me. Somehow, Alhamdulillah, because I'm known for that. I'm known for that particular area, which is the energy management system development implementation. Okay, and also as a consultant, also a trainer based on the ISO 5001. I'm only doing that. So my point here, okay, build your own credential, okay, that you are really good at, and get recognized for that. Okay. You don't have to go out there and keep bragging, I'm the best, I'm blah, 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 I'm the best, I'm the most, I'm whatever. You don't have to brag to tell people, everyone out there, you are the best or you are the most, whatever you call it. Okay, just keep doing and keep improving, keep learning on what you are really good at. Okay, and you will get recognized for the people who have interest or concern. Okay, especially in the online world now, the social media and so on. Okay, you don't need to, because for example, my service is knowledge-based service. Okay, knowledge-based service which is not physical. I don't have a particular product I can hold, I can show it to you. I don't have that. Okay, I can only tell people the best way to do it. I can do it. I can help you. I can make you better. Okay, I don't sell my dreams. Okay, I sell what I can do to get them better when it comes to the energy management for the company. That will benefit them. Okay, that's my so that's what I would like to share in this video. Okay, about building your own names. Okay, your own credential. Okay, based on what you're good at, and that at the end of the day, no one can take that away from you. Okay, so when you reach certain point, you can decide whether you want to carry that so-called knowledge and expertise through your grave. Okay, or you start to somehow work something on transferring all that to the new generation. So I decided to transfer that into the generation. That's why 3 years back, I decided, okay, instead of working from home, okay, and I decided to, okay, upon advice by one of my good friends, okay, I need to transfer this knowledge so that my other generation can do what I can do, or even to go do it better. So I decided to run to expand my business. Okay, I decided to take staff. Okay, I employ some people. Okay, young people, all of them now below 30. Okay, because for them to continue what I have been doing and then take it further, and then I can sit back. So my point here again, okay, in professional career, okay, don't depend on where you work or depend on what's your title, because that is not yours. Okay, so don't depend on title given to you, okay, or where you work at. So depend on yourself, build your own credential, that at the end of the day, slowly or gradually keep sharing with people what you are doing. Okay, show your progress, show your performance, show your accomplishment. Don't need to brag about you are the best or something like that. Okay, and then from there you will develop your own credential. At the end, no one can take that away from you. Okay, so with that's my sharing. Okay, build your own professional credential. At the end of the day, no one can take that away from you. Okay, with that, thank you very much for this. Okay, so start to do something for yourself. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to this video.